Hi, this is a quick video on how I do my wash and goes at the request of one of my lovely friends. Now I will say this is not like a perfect way or a routine or a curly girl routine or anything like that. This is just the way that I do it quickly. This is just going to be a quick and easy way of how you can do it. Style their hair and, you know, maintain it for a couple of days without having to wash their hair or without it being really hard or without it being tough, or you know, sometimes natural hair can take a lot of maintenance and it can take a lot to do. So this is like a simple version of a wash and go. So I'm starting on cleansed hair. I use this Cowash and I'm just holding it because my lid's broken. So I'm just holding it this way. There. This by Pantene. Well, I always pronounce it Pantene, but I hear some people saying Pantene. Truly natural hair. It's a co-wash cleansing conditioner. Instantly moisturizes without stripping natural hair, and I find this a really good co-wash. I co-washed my hair and I conditioned it with a deep conditioner mix, and I'll just put a picture of what I actually used. Now I have to confess, I left the conditioner in my hair overnight, and then the next day I didn't have a chance to rinse it out, so I just put my hair in 2 comb rows, and last night I put oil in my hair to activate the conditioner once again and to just give it another boost. My hair is starting to shed a little bit more. I think I said that in my other video, so I'm going to be watching that. When I rinse out my hair, if it feels okay, then I'm just going to go onto the styling, but if not, I'm going to use this Hello Hydration just to rinse through my hair. Okay, so I'm going to go and rinse out my hair and I'll be back for the styling. Hi, I'm back. First of all, I must apologize if you hear any noise. There's some work people outside. It's quite warm in the bathroom, so I've cracked the window open a little bit, and some people are shouting outside as well. So if you hear any noise outside, please excuse me. I've rinsed my hair out. I did actually use the Hello Hydration. My hair did feel like it needed a little boost. I think it might be because I left the conditioner on there for a little bit too long. And one of the conditioners I used, the Cantu one, I think it's for restoring or strengthening or something like that. So it might have a little bit of protein in there. And because I left it in for so long, that's what caused the hair to feel like that. Why someone ring off the door like that? Why do people always ring the bell like that? Really? Okay, I'm back. If you don't like ranting, just forward a little bit, because why do delivery people have to ring off the bell like that?
Ring it once. Ring the bell once. Wait. Then ring it again if the person doesn't come. The person like ring, ring, ring. Then there's some guy down the stairs. Isn't he ringing, ringing, ringing? Anyway, so a little bit wet now.
So anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying anyway? I can't even remember. Let's just move on. Normally I put oil in my hair when I just come out of the shower, but today I'm putting in this Nexxus Encapsulate Serum Caviar. I've been using this for the past, I think it was month or 2. If you see, it just comes out like this. It's got these little pearl doodahs, and I guess that's what makes it the caviar. It's like a serum with encapsulated pearl thingies. So I'm just going to pull it through my hair as I would the oil. And that's just to give my hair a little strength, because like I said, I have noticed some shedding. Excuse me. I'm going to section my hair into 4 now. Okay, so my hair's sectioned into 4 now. As you can see, it's quite thick. You can see a little bit of the curls fighting to come through. Okay, so now I'm going to be using my stylers. I normally only use one, but I'm not sure if you can see here. This is like to hair, and this is like to hair. So I'm going to be using them both because one of them might run out. I use quite a bit of product in my hair. I just want to point out that, and I'm trying to word this really carefully, some people use products because they think it will give them curls. Now most products that have good descriptions will say they're curl enhancing or they're curl defining or something like that, which means you have to have some amount of curl there for the product to do anything. You can get, I guess some gels do elongate your curl pattern or elongate your curls, that if you don't have curls, maybe the gel will make you look like you've got curls. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, don't get don't get hung up too much on finding the elusive product that is going to make you have curls. They can only do so much. If you've got curls in your hair, and I don't mean, like, I'm not getting into the whole texture war or anything else, because I've seen some people with really thick hair or kinky hair or coily hair, whatever you want to put it, however you want to say it, and they've got a lot of curl definition. And some people whose hair is not as thick or coarse, shall we say, they have less curls. So I'm not even getting on the whole texture war, that's not what I'm about. But I'm just pointing out that not necessarily always the product that you're using, it's the technique and also what you're working with. Anyway, so this one that I'm using here is the Eden Bodyworks All Natural Hair Milk, and this is the Jojoba Monoi, and this is paraben and sulfate free. And this one is my, I was going to say ride or die, but that's dramatic, isn't it? So anyway, my Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Style Milk. Love, love, love this. This is for thick curly hair, it says. But I will say, even if your hair is not that thick, this can work really well because it's like a milk. It's really it's like a good consistency, not too thick. So what I'm going to do now is, my hair is in the 4 sections and I'm starting on this section, but what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get this section out of the way. Excuse my big hands and my big arms, but anyway, moving on. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to put a little bit in my hands, that much. Rub it in my hands like this, and then just apply it to my hair. And what I'm doing is, while I'm applying, I apply with that hand and pull with this hand. And then what I do next is I pull my fingers through the hair, because I'm actually detangling while I go along. Like I said before, I don't really like using combs to detangle. I will show you with a comb as well. So I'm gonna add some of this one. Now remember, I'm only using 2 because they're nearly finished. So you go back again. The back of my hair is more curly and the middle of my hair is not so. Okay, so I continue to detangle, and like I keep on saying, be very gentle. It might look like I'm being rough, but I'm not. I really am not. And you're using your fingers like comb, because I'm not sure if you can see, but like here, there's the shedded hairs, and what I'm trying to do is get the shedded hairs away from my hair or out of my hair so it doesn't tangle up on itself. And you can use a thicker cream if you want for this. It's up to you. I use thick creams, I use milks, I use lotions, whatever at the time, really. You know, I'm a bit of a product junkie. So I've done that now, and what I do next is I get my oil. This is my Hairlicious, and as you can see, the sediment hair has separated, and all I do is I just shake it up. Okay, so I've just shaken it up a bit, and what I do is I go in my scalp, and I'm trying to do it so it's not awkward. So I just go in my scalp a bit and massage it. Now, it might seem weird me putting it on my scalp after I've already put the cream in, but I find with my hair, sometimes it gets a bit tangly. And if I just go into my scalp without at least detangling a little bit, it's just a mess. It's just a tangled mess. So I'm just putting it in here like this. And I rub it. And I put a little tiny bit in my palm of my hands like this. Rub it. Now you can use any oil you want on your scalp. Because it's the 90-day hair growth challenge, I'm starting to incorporate the Hairlicious into my routine, regime, whatever way you want to put it. I'm starting to add that this week now. Okay. So as you can see, it's fairly defined, and I can run my fingers through it. Then I go for the gel. Today I'm using the Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink Flaxseed Elongating Curling Gel. I normally use this or the Eco Styler, but today I'm using this. And you want to get an amount. I just put it with my finger, put it into the palm of my hand, rub it together, and then pull it through my hair. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just raking it through. And you can see it start to get more defined. I'll show you another way. You can also get the gel, put it in your hand, and then do what they call the praying hands, where you pull it like that and pull it through like that. Or there's a way where you get the single bits and you just concentrate on each piece and pull it through like that. And I think they might call it shingling, I'm not sure. Like that, and just pull it through. And that's if you want to try and get it really defined, you just pull it through like that. Or there's another way as well, where you kind of twine it around and let it go, and then it will just curl up. If you see, watch it curl up a little bit. Excuse me, my eyes went funny there. And you see it just curl up. And one more technique is you get a piece of the hair and you get it until it looks kind of straight like that, and then you let it go, and then it will start to curl up. There's so many different techniques. Some people use combs to do it, or they use a Denman brush, and you can leave that as it is, but I like to just twist it very loosely out the way, and I find that helps to keep it together. Now if you want your hair really defined, then you don't have to do that part. So we're back to this part again, and I'm going to go and I'm going to use the styling milk. Rub my hands together, rub it through my hair. Gently detangling as I go. Go again with this one. Now, as I stated before, I'm using quite a lot of product as I go because I want to keep my hair moisturized for a few days. If you don't want to use that much product, it's up to you. You just use what you need to use on your hair. And then, as I said before, I smooth with this hand, pull with this hand, detangle with my fingers. And go down. And as you can see, it's starting to get defined already. I'll show you with the comb now. So all you would do is apply the cream. I'm not going to put any more on this, but you apply the cream, pull it in, start from the ends carefully, the ends going up, and you can hear it going the crop crop noise. I hate that noise. That's one of the reasons why I don't even use combs, because I just hate that noise. It sounds like it's ripping the hair out. It's not actually ripping the hair out, it's just removing the shedded hair. But you just keep going up, and if you feel any tangles, just, you know, take your time and then go, oops, and then go up to the root area. There, and that's it. That's a detangled piece. Then I'm gonna, whoops, and then I'm gonna use the oil again, and it's really awkward doing it like for you to see. So you put it on the scalp, and I just rub it in a little bit, and I take a little bit of it, rub it in my hands, and then rub it along my hair. So that section's done. And I'm working with quite big sections today because this is just like a quick wash and go. This is like literally you're going to quickly style your hair and go, or you're going to style your hair and dry it a little bit. Today I'm working against the clock because the afternoon school is coming up soon. So that's why I'm working in big sections. Normally I would put my hair in the 4 sections, and then each section I'd probably take 4 sections on, and then I'll be working in smaller sections. Like I'd probably do, let me see, I'd probably work in like a section of this, put in the cream, then put in the oil, then put in the gel on a smaller section. And I'll just show you that, because when you work in smaller sections you really get more of a defined look. I'll show you. So you just get the, and then instead of putting the gel in the palm of your hand, you'll work it into the hair when you're working in smaller sections, and then you'll just, you see, So it gives me a much more defined look. So if you want to work in smaller sections, then go ahead. And then I'm just adding the gel to the other part. And I'm still detangling as I go because I really need to get rid of the shedded hairs. Because the shed hairs, like I said before, the shed hairs, if left in your hair, they can tangle. They tangle with your hair and everything. Now here, I have a single strand knot. I hate them with a passion. And now all I do is I just pull it through. And I'm being all cute because the camera's there, but normally, I must admit, I just normally just pull them out. I really shouldn't. That's why I'm losing hair. But anyway, moving on. So that's it. And as you can see, it's just, you know, nicely defined. My hair's not overly curly, so this is as defined as it's probably going to be today. Whoops. And then, like I said, I just twist it out of the way. And that's just for today. Normally what I would do is leave it to start to dry by itself, but today I'm actually gonna go underneath the hooded dryer because I've got to get my hair dry and get out. I don't want to walk around with wet hair. So when you get to the front, you can concentrate on these, you know, these little hairline or edges part. And this is a good time for me to show you actually my edges. This is my edges that are growing back. So I'm really pleased about that. And here, I'll show you this part as well. It's starting to grow back. So I'm really pleased about that. Front edges pieces, because I want it to lay kind of flat, what I would do is just smooth it here like that and smooth it and smooth it. It's really difficult to do it in the camera actually. I'm not good at this. So just smooth it like that, and then like I said before, just for today, I'm twisting it out the way. And when I twist it, I don't go all the way to the ends. I don't want the ends to be so straight. I want them to curl. So I just leave it. Let's look a piece here. Right. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to continue styling and I won't be talking. I know I said I wasn't going to talk anymore, but I just wanted to say, make sure you get the product all the way from the roots, all the way from the root to the tip and the tip to the root. And when you get to the root area, just make sure that you kind of pull it through so that you can kind of stretch the roots and the roots are not all clumped together. Another thing, have a spray bottle of water or rose water or a leave-in spray conditioner or something like that to keep your hair moist as you're working, because as you're starting to work on one side, the other side might start to dry up. You can also put a plastic shower cap on one side, but it's too much of a faff for me. In here is some rose water, because I find when I use water just by itself on my hair, it doesn't work that great. So oops. As you see here, it's starting to dry. Hold on, I forgot to twist this piece out the way. You can use the same clips to kind of clip them out the way if it's getting on your nerves. And I just spray, because as you can see, it's starting to dry already. So I just spray it, pull it through. It smells so nice. I love the smell of rose water. and just continue. Like I said before, it might look like I'm going overkill with the product, but I really want it to stay moisturized for a few days, and my hair drinks products, it really does. As you can see, the front of my hair, like I said before, the front is much more of a loose texture than the middle. It's like the back and the front, the texture is just much looser, and it's not heat damage because I haven't used heat in my hair for maybe 2 years. My hair just has many different textures all through it. Actually, a little sneak peek. Is it me, or has my hair started to grow back already after I've trimmed it? Nah. Anyway, we'll find out at the end of the month. And just twisting it down. So is that half of my head? So that's half of my head done now. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to the other half and continue it, and then I'll come back. Hi, I'm back quickly. I'm just here to show you that the other half of my hair is done. You can actually see that this side has started to shrink up already, and that side is the side that I've done just now, so it's still a little bit elongated. This side is drying really nicely. Okay, and this is my soft bonnet that I'm going to use. I'm going to put this on top of my head just to dry it out a little bit, because like I said before, I've got to go to the school run. The front of my hair, hold on, whoops, hair, I just wanted to show you that I kind of gelled it that side and I gelled it that side. Sometimes I have a middle part in, or sometimes I have it just a little bit off the middle. So I'm just going to dry it that way. Yes, my forehead is very greasy looking. That's just the hair products and everything else. So I'm going to go under the dryer now, and I'll come back afterwards. Hi, I'm just walking to the school run. Just wanted to come in here and show the completed look. The top bit here you can see is a little bit frizzy, and that's because I've had to manipulate it to get it to dry quickly so that I can go out for the school run. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted to let you see. The underneath bit is really, really nice. It's not as frizzy as the up bit.